So we're going to take a look at how we can get more fluid with different scales in one position. It's a very simple, just a practice idea. And towards the end of this video, we're going to look at a different thing, another little trick that's going to make it really compound and leverage our time and our knowledge and stuff and really open things up. So we're not just spinning our wheels here. So we need first a key and a position. I think we should do the key of A minor. So we're going to do A minor scale we're going to start off with, and we're going to do it, how about the 5th position? So right here. So it's going to be this scale pattern. Right? Now what could be really common for maybe you use this stuff to improvise, and when you use a scale, you get really kind of stuck in that mode, and then maybe you start using a different scale, but then you're kind of in that mode. We want to start getting out of just one mode or another. I mean, they can be great, but we want to be able to flip that switch quicker so that it just flows from one to the next, even in one phrase that you're playing. You're not just kind of thinking in one mode versus the other. So what else could we do? What are some other scales? If you're playing in a progression that uses A minor, there it is in the key of A minor, right? We can also use another scale, A minor pentatonic, right? What else? We could also use just the A minor arpeggio. If you're going over the A minor chord, right? So you got 3 different scale options that are all kind of work together. They're just different degrees. You know, this one has 3 notes. That one has 5 notes, what they call it, the pentatonic scale. And then this one has 7 notes, 7 different notes in there. So kind of different, think of it as like different densities of notes. And sometimes we don't want a whole lot. We want to open it up to more space, like the arpeggio. So when you just go up, right? Get to the top of the position and go down one of the other ones. Put on that pentatonic. And then maybe go up the arpeggio. Then back down the full scale. And just the idea here of just taking these 3, go up one way, down another way, and just mix and match and just do it as much as you can so you don't have to even think about it. And if it's something that maybe is new, a little easy, a little hard for you, just try it real slow, you know. And the way to really get it down eventually is to try it with a metronome. I know people hate that. It's like a cursed word, but you don't need to actually, when I say metronome, I don't mean like one of those old things. My mom used to teach piano in the house. I grew up hearing kids after school every day with this big clock thing, like click, click, click. It was just one volume. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just getting a metronome app you can get. I use one called Tempo on an iPhone. It costs like $3-4, I don't know, but there's free ones, and you can get drum sounds, so it sounds like a drum set. Much more easy to bear the sound, but that'll really make sure you're playing right on with it. If you can do that, going all the way up, getting to the top, and switch it up, to another one, that'll really make you own this stuff, and you'll start to really switch these scales up, more easily. So what is the other thing that we can do to maximize our time? And that is to play the relative major or the minor, depending which way we're going. So we started with the minor. So if we're doing A minor, we can do C major. It's the same scale notes. And if you don't know what this stuff means, you can click the link to a video down below. I have going over some music theory basics. I don't get into this stuff. But basically, the A minor scale is the same thing as a C major scale. It's just we're stressing. You can think starting, stopping on this note, a C. It sounds so different. It sounds really bright, and this one sounds really dark. It's the same note. So when you're actually going to play and improvise with it, you're not necessarily stopping on this particular note. You're just kind of using those notes. It's just kind of like a language you're using. But when you're practicing, it's a good way to kind of start and stop on those notes to get it really in your ear, and notice that. So if you're doing C major scale, going up, C major pentatonic. It's the same thing, but one thing that's different here is A minor arpeggio, right? The notes of the A minor chord, and then C. That's going to be different. So get used to mixing that up and down. Trying to think of it as A minor, A minor pentatonic, the A minor arpeggio, and then the flip side of that, C major scale, C major pentatonic, and the C major arpeggio. So if you like that stuff, and again, you want to learn more about the major scale, click on the video over here or on the link down below or another one that YouTube thinks that you're going to like, and I'll see you in the next video.